Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Dakota here, coming at you guys with my UFC 143 Diaz versus Condit predictions. I'm going to just run through the main card real quick. Preliminary card, I'm probably going to have that up tomorrow. And yeah, let's just get into it. Ed Herman versus Clifford Starks. Clifford Starks, I think, just beat Dustin Jacoby. Don't even know how to say his name. Ed Herman, middleweight, been one of my favorites for a long time. Tough 3 finalist. And yeah, I don't know. He beat Kyle Noak and he gets Clifford Starks. I don't understand that at all. I'm definitely going with Ed Herman here. Very aggressive guard, very powerful hands, good stand-up from Clifford Starks. I didn't even see him fight Jacoby. He's 6-1 too, so there's a big experience factor there. So I'm probably gonna go with Ed Herman just by maybe a second round TKO or submission. Yeah, TKO. Next fight on the main card, we have Renan Barrow versus Scott Jorgensen. Scott Jorgensen, probably my favorite bantamweight, and definitely hungry for another title shot. Lost to Dominic Cruz in the last WC event. And Renan Barrow lost his first fight via split decision and has been on a 27-fight win streak. Just destroyed Brad Pickett, very tough. I don't know what he is. Well, he's a bantamweight, but I don't know what race, Irish or some I don't know what he is. But yeah, he destroyed him. Then he beat Cole Escovedo or some shit. I don't know why I'm cussing so much, my bad. But yeah, he won those fights. And 27-fight win streak, that's huge in MMA. That's really huge. And Scott Jorgensen, I think he could beat him. I'm picking him here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Renan Barrow just kind of overruled Jorgensen with the striking. Jorgensen's more of a really powerful wrestler, and he does have knockout power from anywhere really on the ground. You saw that when he fought Ken Stone. And yeah, I don't know. I want to pick Renan Barrow, but I don't know. I'm just such a huge Scott Jorgensen fan. I really think he can pull it out. I think he has a heart too, and he's really hungry for another title shot and to prove that he belongs at the top of the division and he isn't just a gatekeeper. So I'm going with Scott Jorgensen here by a decision. Josh Koscheck versus Mike Pierce. Mike Pierce, I like how Trevor Ken said he has such a weird body. I thought I was the only one who noticed that. Very weird looking guy. Not his face, just from the neck down. It's just a weird body. It's like a barrel. And Josh Koscheck, everyone knows Josh Koscheck. Everyone hates Koscheck, I'm pretty sure. Mike Pierce, definitely, he's been the underdog in a lot of fights. Just coming off the loss to John... No, I think he beat someone, but he lost to Johnny Hendricks, lost to Fitch. And, yeah, even saying that, he's always the underdog. He almost finished Fitch. I don't think he's going to really get in any situation there. I think Josh Koscheck can finish him anywhere it hits. Yeah, Josh Koscheck has been knocked out by Paulo Thiago, and who else has he been finished by? I don't know if he's ever been knocked out besides that, but I know he was knocked out by Paulo Thiago. And, yeah, Mike Pierce definitely can catch him here. But Josh Koscheck, normally, when he's afraid of a striker, he lays on them like he did to Daly. So even with Mike Pierce's great wrestling, he's probably going to try and lay on him here and take a boring decision. Or he might get some ground and pound and finish him. I don't know. I don't like Josh Koscheck, but I'm still going to pick him here with a decision. Co-main event, which is weird because I don't know. Either that was a co-main event or this is a co-main event. But Roy Nelson versus Fabricio Verdum. Fabricio Verdum coming from the Strikeforce merger. Last loss to Alistair. Roy Nelson coming off the Miracle Curl Cup win. Yeah, Fabricio Verdum has very good jiu-jitsu. Abu Dhabi Championship champion, and yeah, and Roy Nelson has really good. I think he has good jiu-jitsu. He hasn't submitted anyone for a while, but I still think he has pretty good jiu-jitsu. I'm pretty sure he's beaten Frank Mir in a grappling match, and I like him a lot. I think he belongs at the top of the division. And Fabricio Verdum, I didn't like his last fight at all. And if he comes in like that, I definitely think he's gonna lose. He battered Alistair a little bit with like weak strikes. His Muay Thai is improving, but it's still very weak. And I don't think it's really going to be a factor here. I think Roy Nelson should be able to get the takedown. I don't think he's going to have to worry about his submissions. I think he has a big enough body where he can just kind of get on top of him and maybe smother him. And isn't going to really have to worry about the subs. And that's why I'm picking Roy Nelson here in this fight. And also he has a knockout power too. Finish Verdum. We've seen Verdum finished by Dos Santos. And Roy Nelson, he's not going to get finished on the feet. And I really just don't see him getting caught. I think this is a good fight for Roy Nelson. This can get him back in the top of the division. And I'm probably going to go with Roy Nelson by a decision. Or I wouldn't be surprised if he got a quick knockout with his powerful hands. Main event, we got Carlos Condit versus Nick Diaz for the interim welterweight title. I think it's where they're not really stripping. I don't know. We know GSP is going to be out for a really long time, but this is still for the interim title, which I like that. I really like that they're making a new champion since he's going to be out for around 10 months. And what better of a fight could we ask for than Carlos Condit versus Nick Diaz? This is an amazing fight for the fans, just for everyone. Fight I want to see. Nick Diaz, cocky, very cocky. coming from Strikeforce, beat BJ Penn down, but that was a different fight. BJ Penn does not utilize the weapons that Carlos Condit does. Carlos Condit, he utilizes every one of his body points as a weapon. He has his hands, he has his elbows, he has his knees, he has his feet. He utilizes everything. He puts everything together striking-wise very well, and he's no slouch on the ground either. Nick Diaz, on the other hand, doesn't kick that much. Probably the best boxing in MMA, but yeah, both these guys are not going to get tired. This is going to be a very fun fight to watch. I don't know. We could have a 5-round war, or we can see someone get finished. We all know the Diaz brothers' style of boxing. I don't know. I can see him coming. I know he's going to come at Carlos Condit with that, but I don't see it being effective against Condit. I feel like Condit is going to be able to use his kicks and maybe keep him at bay. We saw Evangelista Santos kick the shit out of Nick Diaz. Those leg kicks were brutal. He really had no answer for him. And Carlos Condit comes in, works the leg kicks, works everything, and just throws the striking together. I can see him finishing Diaz. Yeah, Diaz has only been finished once, I think, in his first fight, but he was still finished. And Carlos Condit, if anyone's going to finish anyone, it's going to be Carlos Condit. One of my favorite welterweights. Definitely a fun guy to watch. Doesn't really go to the decision that often, and what he does is still a war. Hasn't lost since Campman, I believe. Yeah, and he's a great fighter. Nick Diaz, I don't know. It's going to be weird. If Nick Diaz does win, he said he's going to wait for GSP, and then he's just going to lose the title to him. But that's a story for a different time. I don't think Diaz is going to be able to utilize the boxing as he did when he fought BJ Penn. BJ Penn was a much smaller guy. Even though BJ Penn is the name that he is, he's much smaller. He only weighs in around 168, while these guys cut from around 190, 185 down to welterweight. And that was a big factor. BJ Penn was a much smaller fighter, and you could say, wow, it's still amazing how he beat down BJ Penn, but you got to take that into consideration. Plus, he does not known for cardio. Carlos Condit, lengthy fighter, great striking, uses everything besides. He uses his hands well, he uses his feet well. I already said that, and he just puts everything together great. And I don't think he's going to be able to push the pace and get him tired. Carlos Condit isn't one to tire, and that's why I'm picking Condit. And I don't know how I'm picking this one. I don't know if I see him finishing it. Let's just say he sets the strikes up together pretty well in the third round and gets a finish. But I would not be surprised if Nick Diaz wins. But I don't know. I'm not feeling Nick Diaz winning. And those are my picks for UFC 143. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Makes me happy. Like the video. Shout out to Ganja for shouting me out in the last videos. That really, you know how much that meant to me. That helps a lot, man, and I really appreciate it. And that's just those things like shout outs and stuff like that. I never forget that. And yeah, prelims tomorrow. Catch you guys later.